It's moments like this that make fans increasingly furious with the Steelers. This was the final straw for everyone. The New England Patriots have a pivotal offseason on the horizon as the franchise hired a new head coach in Mike Vrabel after moving on from Jared Mayo and will look to rebuild the roster around quarterback Drake May. May showed a ton of potential in 2024 despite having a lackluster wide receiver room. New England should prioritize finding a number one receiving option for the promising young signal caller, and Sportsnaut's Matt Johnson predicts the team will pull off a blockbuster trade for Pittsburgh Steelers star receiver George Pickens. The Patriots have a couple of young receivers in development, but Drake May is ready to produce now. Meanwhile, the Steelers have had some internal issues with George Pickens, and now he's eligible for an extension. Pittsburgh could prefer to capitalize on Pickens' trade value, and New England would probably appreciate adding a target who can be a bona fide WR1. Pickens is one of the most talented receivers in football, but he has proven to have a bad attitude at times and even showed up late to a pivotal Week 17 game versus the Kansas City Chiefs in 2024. With Pickens having just 1 year left on his contract, there's a chance the Steelers will move on from the former Georgia standout this offseason to avoid paying him a lucrative long-term contract. If Pickens lands on the trade market, the Patriots should look to acquire the dynamic playmaker. May needs a primary receiving option who is still young and can continue to develop with him. Pickens will be 24 years old when the 2025 season commences and has already had a few productive campaigns in the NFL, primarily in 2023, when he hauled in 63 receptions for 1,140 yards and 5 touchdowns. A potential trade and contract extension for Pickens will be expensive, as the Steelers will likely want a high day 2 pick or even a first-round selection for the Alabama native. However, New England is one of the few teams who could make it work and still have extra resources after the deal, as the Patriots have the draft capital and are set to have a bunch of cap space over the next few seasons. Overall, adding George Pickens would be a fantastic move for New England and Drake May, as it would give the Patriots an exhilarating quarterback-wide receiver combo that would be dominant for the next half-decade. However, despite his antics and contract situation, we have a hard time seeing the Steelers moving on from Pickens anytime soon due to his high potential and importance to Arthur Smith's offense. While nothing is set in stone, the potential acquisition of a dynamic playmaker could be exactly what the Patriots need to jumpstart their offense. However, with contract negotiations and trade value at play, the real question remains, will New England be willing to pay the price, and will Pittsburgh actually let go of one of its most explosive weapons?